Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. The inevitable has happened. India has won the match against Bangladesh. Before the match started, a lot of people had a lot to say about how Bangladesh is a threat, how they should not be underestimated. But at the end of the day, it turned out to be a completely one-sided affair for India. A dominant win, a 50-run margin in the victory. But let's talk about the fact that India has virtually qualified for the semi-finals. So essentially, India has booked a semi-final spot. Of course, there are some permutations and combinations that may, haunt them, but it's very difficult. Bharat, if you could explain actually the qualification scenario, because I think that if we clear that up in the start of the show, then we can go ahead to talking about all the performances tonight.
Yeah, as I see, Afghanistan's net run rate is not so good. So that is what really goes against them. They played one last one, but the net run rate is not so good for a start. Obviously, they have a window of opportunity. They might say they're playing in Saint Vincent, where we have seen the tracks do give spinners something. So there is some resistance for spinners there. So Rashid Khan, Noor Ahmad, all these guys, Mohammad Nabi. I don't think Mujib will play, but all these spinners might come into play. So they have a slight window of opportunity if they go and beat Australia. But yeah, we are perhaps expecting too much for them to go and beat Australia. If they don't beat Australia there itself, I think it's pretty much over for Afghanistan, and India should qualify right there. I think it basically comes down to the next match that is going to happen on a spin-friendly surface in Saint Vincent.
So
The
if
match is going to happen at 6 a.m. India time. So tomorrow morning, when you wake up, all of you will know whether we have qualified or
or
we are
not
still
in the
watching.
running.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But it seems likely at this point, and even if that it gives us a boost, because even if we go ahead and lose the next match, which is with Australia, you don't really have to worry about anything. And if you win, then of course you've sealed the spot. So India is in a great position right now. It will be interesting to see how India takes on this challenge after this. But let's talk about today's match, right? In the first innings, we saw an incredible effort from the batting lineup. This is one of the uh, finest, I think, batting contributions from the batting lineup, because in this tournament, we haven't seen everyone kind of step up. We saw, one or two good knocks in every match, and something that is, good to see that when someone steps up. But it's always very heartening to see when a team performs as a team, as a unit, and that's what we saw in the complete match today. Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli. Rohit Sharma gave us a 200 strike rate innings. Then Rishabh Pant came in batting at a 150 strike rate. Surya Kumar Yadav, although he hit a six in the first ball, of course he perished too soon. But and of course, how do you not mention Hardik Pandya's incredible half century? He's been in top form, and he snapped back into form at the right moment, at exactly when India needed him to perform. And it's been an incredible team unit. It's been an incredible team effort. Trisha, I want you to talk about that, because like I said, it's always heartening when a victory is not rested on one or two players shoulders, but as a team you contribute.
Absolutely. I think from today onwards, we should officially change Hardik Pandya's name to World Cup Pandya, because he doesn't play franchisee cricket. He doesn't care much for franchisee cricket, but when he wears the other blue, it just completely changes the player that he is. And no, I hope no Mumbai Indians fans take it in the wrong way. But to be very honest, we needed Hardik to fire because it was important. The role that Hardik plays, yes, Dhruv, it's a great victory. Um, that is extremely significant, and that is why it's important that he played the role that he did. What I'm liking more, Gargi, to be very honest, is how he's scoring the runs and how he is approaching his bowling. Because at times, Honestly, when he was bowling in the IPL, I felt he was being stubborn. He was just blindly being stubborn that I will bowl here. I don't care if the batter is going after me, if the batter is changing some position. I am not going to think, I will just bowl here. But here he is bowling with that open mind that I will first check what the batter is doing. I will bowl according to the situation. Today, when he was, I think he got hit for a boundary in the first over. After that, he bowled a slower ball, and that is where we got Liton Das. So I think he's doing a good job. And other than that, yes, it's a team effort. The best part is, was Hardik the player of the match in any of the other games? I don't think so, right?
No, no, no.
So
I
now
think
India has,
Jasprit Bum. Sorry.
yeah, I think
There's
Jasprit got
only
two
been,
player of the matches,
yeah. There's only
and
been one batter who's been
exactly,
the man.
Surya Kumar,
Yeah,
and today all-rounder Hardik, and
yeah,
the other match it was Arshdeep and two
yes,
Jasprit Bumrah. So now
yes,
you see a team consists of 11 players, out of which already you have the player of the match in Surya Kumar Yadav, you have a player of the match in Hardik Pandya, you have player of the match, two of them in Jasprit, and then Arshdeep. So you're pretty much covered. A batter, a all-rounder, and two bowlers. What else do you need?
yeah,
Probably Kuldeep. You need Kuldeep to get
exactly.
one. But seeing the pitches, I think, why not against Australia?
Uh, the, I was going to say Devashish. Bharat, your thoughts? We're really seeing the Indian team come together at this point.
Yeah, see, a lot of things are going well for them. First of all, obviously, there is Jasprit Bumrah, the banker for the Indian team. Whatever he's doing, right from hitting the deck or bowling slower ball or bowling cutters or bowling or occasionally even looking to swing. Yeah, he's not look to swing much, but whatever he tries, it's working for someone like Jasprit Bumrah, and his control is amazing. Whatever variation he tries, the control with the unremitting control with which he bowls, it's amazing. So he's leading the attacks superbly. Kuldeep Yadav in Antigua obviously came into his own, and these conditions where there was a little more bounce in the surface helped him. Yeah, Hardik Pandya obviously looks like the player of the old with the bat and with the ball. He's bending his back as well with the ball in hand. Yeah, there could be a small issue or two with Rohit Sharma's form at the top of the order. Some would question his fitness. Some might also say he's trying to muscle the ball too much and is not relying on his timing. And some might also question Virat Kohli's current form. So there might be hole or two, small hole or two. Ravindra Jadeja obviously has not done much with the either with the ball or with the bat, but on an overall basis, a lot of them are contributing. And somehow I feel that with not much expectations on the Indian team, this Indian team might do something special. I'm not saying again. I don't know, but just have gut feel that with not much high expectations on the Indian team, this could be the year where India will win some ICC event of 11 years. It's just a gut
Ab-
feel.
Absolutely. And we had a comment there
Yeah, no,
from
absolutely. I mean,
Dhruv
they've
Mitra
been like crushing it over the past.
Yeah, I think
on
by
head.
mistake the
Yeah.
audio was on.
So it says if Australia defeats Afghanistan, India and Australia will qualify for the semi-finals, and India and Australia will face each other for the semi-finals. What will be the seeding? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm very confused about the city.
Yeah.
Like, seeding.
So we'll
Uh,
find out when it
no,
happens.
Bharat, do you have any idea? Because he's the one who goes all technical. Let me tell you something,
Yeah.
bro. If you have to go more technical than any technical, then that guy is your guy. Bharat Ramraj. His Twitter handle is fan cricket 12.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Fan
that's
cricket.
why you tweet and ask him. But as of now, Bharat, any idea of this seeding? Because I'm not 100% sure. I know that India will be playing the Guyana semi-final, right? This is
Yes.
the semi-final too.
What to say?
So what happens to Australia?
This I will get back in a couple of minutes. I also
Sure,
have to
sure,
see
All
sure,
about.
right, all right. Till
sure.
then, we should talk.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm looking at a few more comments. So
रोहित क्या
What's
कर रहा
this?
है यार? आधा मारने देना। अभी अभी आया है ये, एक अभी गया, आधा मार के इसको भी मारने देना। व्हाट यू डूइंग? लेट हिम, आड़ा मार के, ओके, लेट
Ada,
हिम
yeah.
स्वीप। One just got out while sweeping. Let him. Yeah, I know. There are two Indian players who are absolute delights in the stump camp. One is Rohit Sharma, and the other one is Rishabh Pant. I know
And
commentators. Sorry.
MS Dhoni was very entertaining as well.
Yes, but MS Dhoni was a little more serious kinds. But these people like Rohit and especially Rishabh says
Yeah,
all
they're
the weird.
entertaining.
Yeah,
Yeah. But with
very
MS Dhoni, it was interesting to see how he
yeah,
was approaching the.
exactly.
Yeah.
With MS Dhoni, you could understand where the captaincy thinking is coming from. But with these people, they're on fire. Rohit, though, in fact, Deep Das Gupta had once told me, Gargi, that when Rishabh Pant and Rohit Sharma are there, like, keeper and slips, he actually puts the stump camp in full volume so that he can listen to whatever they're saying, because it's super fun generally. So yeah, one of those Rohit things. It's almost same as like he forgets names, he forgets phones, and he forgets iPads. I think that's what
Everything.
Virat had.
Passport.
Passport, yeah. Passport is a dangerous thing to
Yeah,
forget. I think it's
exactly.
easier for him because maybe he's an Indian cricketer, but I don't.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
not
I
everyone
can't
is that
imagine losing a
privileged.
passport. you know
We won't come back.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody's
Or they'll
bringing up.
throw us out. Either of the two.
Yeah.
Either we'll be sitting in detention or we'll be on a flight back.
And I don't know, but I have this feeling that it'll be point one. The first point.
True. They'll be like, prove why you're here, first
Yeah,
of all.
prove by you. And by then
But
I will be so scared having lost my passport that I don't know. I will only forget why am I here.
yeah, you know, the anxiety will kill you by then.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway,
Okay.
Mama
Mama
is
is
safe.
safe.
I think it is they will play India if qualify for the semi-finals in Guyana. I think they will play the winner of Group B. So winner of Group B, obviously it could
As in
be
the top one.
winner of Group B. It could be England, South Africa, or West Indies, or whoever it is. They will play them.
Yeah, I
All
think
right, all
Group B
right.
is becoming interesting, and so Group A can still become interesting, Gargi. But Afghanistan has to pull out an absolute rabbit out of the
Massive
hat
win.
tomorrow. Yeah, or Australia has to pull out some silly shit.
They have
Siddharth
all.
says
Yeah.
Indian women looking to whitewash South African women tomorrow. I hope they do, but Laura Woolward is back in form, and you cannot forget Marisa and Cap. I hope they do because it will do our confidence a world of good. But
Anyway, I was thinking about this interesting visual that I saw on TV when Rishabh Pant got out. Actually, after some while after Rishabh Pant got out, because that shot that he
reverse,
hit,
yeah,
yeah, reverse scoop. He was trying something at least. Adavat, the same thing that Rohit Sharma was saying. But after some time, he was standing there in the dugout with Virat Kohli actually, and Virat was explaining to him, "Ye side khula tha, ye side khula tha. Why did you have to hit that shot?" So that was quite interesting to see because although he had done his job, you're never satisfied, are you? Because players like Rishabh Pant, Surya Kumar, Virat Kohli, they have set such a standard that even if Virat Kohli scores a 50 today, there will be, if there are 200 people praising him, there'll be 100 of them saying, "Why didn't you score more?" So that's also an interesting mindset to look at, and the fact that Virat was telling him that you should not have played that shot.
yeah. I
Bharat,
think
yeah, go.
my point of view here is I don't think Pant had done enough. And I'll tell you why. Because Pant now doesn't have the same role that he had when he was playing T20 cricket before this World Cup. Because
Yeah.
now he's coming in at number three, so he's a top order batter. So when you're a top order batter, 36 of 24 is not good enough. You have to go. Yes, today it didn't matter because Hardik played a blinder of a knock. But ideally, when Rishabh Pant is set, and I know what Virat Kohli was probably trying to tell him, that you are set, you can go on and just finish the game 200, 210. If Rishabh stayed, it would have been completely out. Oh, the headmaster is here.
What do you mean, headmaster?
Oh, our viewers have named you our headmaster. They have said we are well
Bharat is
behaved
the
when you are
headmaster.
there
Look
in the
at him. Look at Bharat's looks. He's giving me the looks. He's the headmaster. Call him the headmaster. Why are you calling me? I only play the fool all the time.
No. According to our viewers, we are more entertaining when the headmaster, which is you, is not around. When you are
So
there in
what
the
I will
live.
now do is, like Achrekar, I will go and watch from behind the tree so that you guys perform. That is what I will do. I won't come into the show. Go and be sort of hide behind a tree and watch.
He'll be backstage watching us.
That is exactly what I will do.
If you have to do that, watch us in YouTube, because that will increase our view and watch hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I will keep commenting.
Yes, absolutely. Meanwhile, Boryada, ask everyone, now that our headmaster is here, let's have a hashtag Ask Headmaster Questions.
Mama is
Shalini
safe.
says Mama is safe. Boryada, Mama is safe now?
Mama, today he will go back to the press box in royal style. They will give him a
Yeah.
guard of honor. That here is the man who had predicted what he had, and the Bangladeshi journalists will line up both sides and give Mama a royal guard of honor.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen tonight. And they, Mama is not letting anyone hear the end of what happened today, because he was from yesterday. He was very stern about his opinion. Ki nahi, Bangladesh to doesn't stand a chance. And he
Yeah, I
was
mean today's performance, even Karnataka Ranji Trophy team or some T20 Vijay Hazare team will have taken Bangladesh out. In football, it is
yeah.
like Sonali Shibir versus Mohun Bagan. I mean, it's rubbish.
People
Absolute,
don't know
absolute
what is
rubbish.
Shonali Shibir, Boryada.
Look at our other champion. He's also there.
Ishan.
Hello. First of
Yeah.
all, Bharat sir, I love the look. I haven't seen you in like 3 weeks. It's a change for me. I was wondering who's on live today.
Yeah, you
Fabulous.
thought young Rabindranath Tagore is on live today.
What's that?
Young Rabindranath Tagore with all the
Yeah,
beard and all.
definitely.
But Ishan, tell us
But
about
honestly, I mean, I
yeah.
missed the first part because I was doing Bangla. For all of you, did you expect Bangladesh to be so bad? I mean, they were rubbish. Do you expect
No,
they would be so bad? I didn't expect them to be this bad. Bharat?
neither did I. Yeah. I think, even in the live yesterday when we spoke, we at least discussed that this team is potential
Oh
of,
yeah.
has the potential of, giving a fight. But it didn't
Ishan,
seem,
let me stop you.
yeah.
On the show, we have to wish Bharat happy birthday. Otherwise, it will become 12 midnight. So,
Yeah.
Bharat,
Yes.
wish you a very happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday, Bharat.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Bharat.
Thanks.
Yes,
Thanks.
Ishan.
Yes.
Honestly, I thought they might give out a better fight, which was not the case. They were completely below par. I think the Indian team was just far superior, and maybe it's the pressure again. I think Trisha and Gagi and myself had discussed this yesterday. They don't seem to be handling pressure too well, especially when it's against India as well. And it's just that self-belief, Boria. They lack that self-belief. They don't believe that they can beat India on the world stage, and they completely crumble under pressure. They rely on couple of players, Shakib Al Hassan, Mohammedullah, and if these two don't deliver or the opening stand doesn't deliver, this team crumbles. So I generally thought Bangladesh might come out with a stronger fight, but not to be seen.
And I think Boria the big problem is when you're experienced people. Siddharth, wishing you Bharat. When Bharat answers, he'll thank all of us together. Siddharth, just a second. Boria, I also thought, when it comes to important encounters, for example, when we were talking about India Pakistan, we wanted our experienced players to step up. Similarly, Bangladesh would have liked their experienced players to step up. And look at what Shakib has done. He has given 12.3 runs per over. Hasn't even the captain couldn't even finish his quota of overs. Mustafizur, a weird line of thinking against Rishabh Pant. He uh, came from the other end and completely there were no fielders on the leg side. He was trying something else and did something completely different. So they are two of your most experienced bowlers. When it comes to batting, the top three, if you see, they have roundabout scored what our top three scored, and after that, nothing.
No, I mean,
So
In every sense, it was a below par effort. I mean, at a time when Shivam Dubey's 15 balls, 10
And
runs,
captaincy. Oh my God.
under pressure, he's not scoring, he's looking scratchy. You get a left arm spinner.
Left arm
You get
spinner.
a leg spinner allowing him to clearly free his arms and go for the big shots. I thought it was stupid captaincy. It was below par captaincy from Nazmul Hasan Shanto. You allowed Shivam Dubey to get back to form, score the runs, allowed Hardik to settle in and then play that blinder. Except that 2007, after that 2007, even in the last World Cup, Bangladesh was competitive. They were really competitive. 2016, they were competitive. I thought this was the most one sided T20 contest or World Cup contest against Bangladesh in a long time. And that is what is disappointing me. I had expected fight. I wanted to see fight because, frankly, India has not been tested. Except that match against Pakistan, which was close, Ireland, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, USA, some Canada to match hi nahi hua. So you have not been tested at all. So in many ways, I don't think we should go overboard with this victory at all. We should not. The real World Cup starts on Monday against Australia and then the semi-final. And two critical games. If you don't win those two, especially the second one, you're good night and thank you. So rather than really celebrating Bangladesh, yes, the basic job is done. Box is ticked. You're now in Guyana, and you should start focusing on the Australia game and the semi-final.
Absolutely. Siddharth Sharma here is saying Tanzim's animated send off to Virat is trending. There was no need for that send off. Uh,
Bharat should take that. Bharat,
and
birthday
Ishan,
boy, let
and
Bharat
how
take
did
that. Come on, Bharat.
Yes, yes, yes.
See, Tanzim is a very spirited cricketer, at least on the cricket field. He's a very spirited cricketer. The way he bowled, I think he was one of the few Bangladeshi cricketers who actually looked like there was some life in his bowling. The way he bent his back, the way he hit the deck hard to dismiss Surya Kumar Yadav. So, yeah, it happens. These kind of things see on a cricket field. Sometimes you suddenly a bowler when he gets a wicket, a price scalp, he comes up with some verbal exchanges that can look bad, but this sort of things it happens on a cricket field. I'm pretty sure Virat Kohli would also look at it that way, that it happened on the cricket field and they will just move forward. Yeah, it doesn't look good on TV, but you can't expect humans to behave like robots. So yeah, it just happened in the cricket field, and
And frankly, Gargi, Virat Kohli has given such send-offs to many. So he
yes.
should
Yeah.
not complain. The one person who has given way worse send-offs to many other cricketers is Virat Kohli. And if Virat Kohli gets him again, it will be a Sachin Tendulkar, Henry Olonga kind of contest. So it will spice it up. I don't mind this at all. I think it's a contest. He's setting it up. He's pushing Virat, provoking Virat. So whenever Virat remembers him next, he will also come hard. So I don't mind it at all.
Absolutely. And Virat, what's that he says? If you can give it, you should also be able to take it.
Of course.
Yes. But Ishan, I want to know, how was the crowd? Did it build up at all after that?
Stands were mostly empty actually, Gagi. So where I was sitting as well, there were a lot of empty seats around, which you don't normally see in a World Cup game. At least I'm not used to seeing that. Even when I used to attend the games on Wankhede, it used to be completely packed. So over here as well, again, I mean, look at this. I mean, there's no one actually. Everyone is, and so I actually came out early to get the visuals. Yet this is the time people should be leaving, but there's still not too many people. So it just shows that the turnout was quite disappointing. Not too many people had actually turned out. Uh, there were fans for sure. There were Indian fans, Bangladeshi fans, maybe just a handful. I feel. I think maybe 15, 15 Bangladeshi fans over, and probably Indian fans are much more. But again, not the same comparison that you normally see. Because normally Indian fans will rush to stadiums, rush to see India play, and which has not really been the case over here. Maybe it's because of the flights. Not too many flights were permitted, and like a lot of people probably didn't get tickets to come and attend this game. But it is what it is. I think you can't do much about this. But there was support for sure, but not as much.
I mean, it's quite interesting because you'd see more fans in a bilateral than here, but also there are a lot of logistical problems as well. But okay, so we have a lot of comments on Bumrah and Kuldeep Yadav because they are incredible. Bumrah, I think I was just reading, someone had texted in our group that in the 5 games that Bumrah has played, he has only conceded 6 or 7 boundaries. Talk about that. I mean, that is incredible numbers from a bowler. Boria, when you talk about Jasprit Bumrah in this World Cup, what do
Yeah,
you
I mean,
say?
3.42 is the economy. That's what the host broadcaster was showing. Now, that's
Wow.
something unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. I mean, this is his World Cup. Can he go on and do that against Australia, and can he do it against England? Can he have a World Cup without one bad game? That's what India wants, because he's way above. I mean, Harshdeep Singh is actually conceding 10 and over, and because Bumrah is at the other end, you're not allowing the other side to get away in a power play. Can Bumrah do that against Australia? Can he do that against England or South Africa or West Indies, whoever you get in the semi-final? So his real test also comes now. But with Bumrah, you've got to say that you will back Bumrah. He's got a fabulous head. He's not trying anything too smart. He's, as Bharat mentioned the other day, he's doing what he knows best, and he now knows that he has that aura. He has that aura that mentally he has an edge over most of the opponents and the opposition batsmen. Clearly, this man is in another planet. If there's one player in this Indian team who should be protected with cotton wool, not Virat Kohli, not Rohit Sharma, it has to be Jasprit Bumrah.
Trisha, what do you say about Bumrah?
I've always been an absolute admirer of pacers, and Jasprit Bumrah is, I have written in our office group actually that when Jasprit got hit for a boundary today, we finally realized that, oh, he's also a mere mortal, because he has been superb. Name the delivery, and be it a slower ball, mixing it up well, the variations, the speed, the precision, everything has been so perfect. Um, and if he keeps bowling like this, then I do think that this not only will be Bumrah's World Cup, this could well be India's World Cup completely. And as long as Bumrah bowls well, we get a good start. A wicket falling every time he comes onto bowl, which makes it a lot easier for I think the other bowlers as well, because in the opponent's head, it's always that we have 4 overs to face from Bumrah, and we have to be careful about those 4 overs. So that affects the opponents mentally as well, and that is where I think Bumrah's impact is all the more. And I think he is one of the most MVP players in this. Most MVP is the wrong thing to say, but most VP in this
Most
this
MVP.
yeah, most MVP. But yeah, he's the most valuable player in this World Cup so far for India.
Absolutely. And Bharat, I know you love Pacers because we all read your tweets and you're kind
Natarajan.
of obsessed with, huh?
Bharat likes
Yeah, Natarajan.
Natarajan.
But talk about Bumrah. How do he's incredible and he's only getting better every World Cup.
See, there is something called a zone. They say when a player is in form, he's in a zone. But Bumrah has created his own zone, which can be called as Bumrah zone. I think that is what we can say about Jasprit Bumrah. Even if you look at his low full toss because of his hyper extension, even low full tosses batters are not able to land shots against it. So that tells him something about the kind of level Bumrah has touched. Let it be hitting the deck hard or seaming the ball if needed. If he goes to England, he swings the ball with the Duke's ball, he swings it. If he goes somewhere else to Australia, he gets seam movement. He comes over to Antigua, he's hitting the bat hard by hitting the deck, hitting the pitch extremely hard. He can get seam movement, then he bowls those dipping slower ones. He can bowl cutters, and he does all this with great control. So this is just at some other level. It's not a zone. It should be called as I said, Bumrah zone. He can wear different caps. He can go to different countries and bowl according to the conditions, bowl according to a batter's weakness. Uh, just look at how he adjusted. Just for example, let us compare Jasprit Bumrah and say Jofra Archer in a match against South Africa. He took 1 over. Jofra Archer took just 1 over to get it right. After that, he got it right. But with Jasprit Bumrah, he gets it right from ball one itself. He's a very good bowler, Archer. But compared to Bumrah, even he takes a little bit of time to adjust to the conditions, to adjust to a batter's weakness. But Bumrah does it from ball one in every single game and against any batter that he bowls to. So that tells something about Jasprit Bumrah. He's touched fast bowling nirvana, I think, at the moment. That kind of level he has touched.
Absolutely. And we have a few more questions that will take. Siddharth Sharma here is saying, your thoughts on Kuldeep changing his bowling action and his wonderful turnaround in the last 2 years? Gloria, why don't you take this question?
See, I followed Kuldeep closely. He's a good friend of mine in that sense. I know the low he was going through at that point in time. He used to paint a lot when he was going through after the operation and that period of injury and all that. He used to paint and actually call and show me some of his paintings because mentally he was very fragile. And then when he was playing at an Eden Gardens wicket, which was not giving him any help during Kolkata, went to Delhi, changed his action. Now completely different bowler. Mentally, he's up there. He believes he can take wickets. He's bowling with a little bit more pace, and his action has also improved. Kuldeep is exactly the bowler at this point in time that he wants to be. So a lot is in the mind. Kuldeep is, as Bharat said, Bumrah may have touched Nirvana. Kuldeep hasn't yet, but he's close. I mean, he is perhaps in his best zone as well. So in that sense, if you have two bowlers touching their very best in a five-bowler lineup in a 20-over contest, you have to be in a good zone. By the way, Paras Mamre
Yeah.
is in the press conference and he says Australia is difficult to contain. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's where India will need to be at their best with Kuldeep and Bumrah leading the charge.
But
Absolutely.
in one question that I have for all of you, Ishan, Bharat, Trisha, is that Paras Mamre, I was just reading his quotes, and he said, of course, that Australia it won't be an easy game and will be difficult to contain. The batting will be difficult to contain, but their approach won't change. Do you see, a possible change in the playing 11, or do you think this is the set team for the next maybe 3 matches if we're lucky?
The most important question now is, due to these easy wins, can we perform at the semi-finals? Uh, I think, you know what, our Indian team need to be tested. Arindam, Australia is coming to test us. It's day after. No, it's no more day after tomorrow. It's tomorrow itself. We have entered 23rd already.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah, of course, we will be tested before the semi-finals. And to answer your question, Gargi, I don't see any changes in the 11. Had Dubey not been helped by the Bangladeshi captain, maybe we could have seen a change. But now, how can he change? Rohit also did his bit, and Virat did his bit. I think everybody today did their bit, so I don't see anything changing. And yes, Australia will be. I mean, the next two matches decide where you are going in the World Cup. Whether you are again so near, so far story, or you actually do something good in the World Cup and get an ICC trophy home.
Ishan, do you think we're going to see any playing 11 changes in the coming matches, especially in the Australia match?
Even I don't think there'll be any changes now. I think if there had to be a change, it would have been done today. Sanju Samson in place of Shivam Dubey. But now that he's gotten some runs under his belt, he should stick around. To be honest, he didn't seem too convincing earlier on. Then he managed playing some strokes. He got a few sixes, couple of sixes. He managed getting some runs. I think just about enough to possibly keep him in that playing 11 against Australia. So I don't think there's any changes against Australia. They would like to stick to the same side, especially when you're playing a bigger team. If there had to be a change, it would have been done today. It's an indication. If they didn't make a change today, I don't think they're going to make a change against Australia as well, Gagi.
All right, Bharat, your thoughts?
See, they're playing at the Darren Sammy Stadium with usually good pitch for batting, so it could test the Indian team. It could really test the Indian team because you really want to see how the bowlers would overcome a challenge when they're up against a flat pitch and against a good batting lineup. Obviously, Travis said David Warner, Marcus Stoinis has been in the form of his life. So on that pitch, I think Indian team will be really tested when they take on Australia. If they win, I think it will really boost their confidence like anything. but it will be a litmus test for the Indian team, especially at that ground, Darren Sammy Stadium. And when it comes to changes, I don't think India will make any changes. And this is this at this ground, Darren Sammy Stadium. It is likely Shivam Dubey's best chance to get a good score. Yeah, he got a decent score today because the conditions should suit his style of batting. Yeah, Australia have tall, fast bowlers who will they will come in, try to bang the ball into the pitch and ball bumpers at him. That is something he will be really tested. But if he's going to do well at some ground, I think it is at that ground because there's even bounce and it should help a batter like Shivam Dubey to at least get some runs on the board.
Ishan,
Ayush
any idea?
Jindal here is
Mama gave it back to Bangladeshi journalist. Ayush Jindal is asking, have you been
I'll
able
find
to?
out. I'll find out. I have to go find him now. First, I'll find him, and then we'll find out.
No,
this is
he's
an
being
important
felicitated at the
update to
moment.
me.
Bangladesh journalists are giving him a guard of honor and felicitating him for his comments.
Do you
Absolutely.
think, Boria, people have actually started calling Mama maybe Paul the octopus because he had already, predicted
Predicted?
this?
He's
Oh
already
my
Chacha.
God.
Now you are making him octopus. No, don't give him more. Anyway, he now has a chip on his shoulder and he thinks he's become a cult. He will
Yeah.
henceforth not work. Only Ishan will work.
Shongbit Datta Bishwas. At the post-match presentation, Rohit has stated that he doesn't need a 50-100 from any batsman, but he's looking for them to be impactful, which means even Virat and Rohit will also play high-risk game. Absolutely, I think they have showed that today, right, Ishan?
Yeah, I think the intent was shown early on, and that's what you need in a T20 game as well. It's all about showing that intent, putting the other team on the back foot as fast as possible, and that was shown. So even if it's a small performance, but it's impactful, I think that makes a difference. Rather than having a long-driven performance, which probably doesn't derive that much impact. So 100%, I think that's what we need. And when we're playing bigger teams like Australia, Australia is actually one team that does this exact same thing. They give out these impactful performances. They go hard at the opposition, and that's why they put so much pressure. So it's a fair point, and I think the Indian team should definitely look to do the same. Fight fire by fire. That's the best option.
Wow. House of the Dragon quotes here. Uh, fire with fire, blood with blood, a sun for a sun.
We have
Let's not.
everything. Just we have courts. We have Paul the octopus in Mama. We have everything. We
Yeah.
have the headmaster in Boryada, which is shared by Bharat. So there's a lot of things. How important role does Breeze play in West Indies grounds? How to use it to your advantage? This question nobody else can take when Bharat is sitting in a show. Bharat, your
No
question.
one should even
Lightning.
attempt.
Exactly.
No one should even attempt to take this when Bharat is on the show.
Absolutely, Bharat. It's all for you.
Yeah, definitely. Breeze definitely plays a role, like, especially at grounds like, I guess, Barbados. You saw even at Darren Sammy Stadium when someone like Livingstone was trying to smash Kagiso Rabada, but the catch was taken at the boundary because I think Breeze really played a part to ensure that he didn't go for a six. I guess if you have a couple of left-handers, it could be really useful. Looking at the direction of the wind at certain grounds, I think it really helps to have a left-hander or two. I think that could be a reason why India keep playing Shivam Dubey. You never know, but I think the more the left-handers, the better it is. That was also thinking that with England team they should look at Ben Duckett instead of Johnny Barrister because he is a left-hander and yeah, he's a decent player of spin. But again, Breeze comes into play. That's what a couple of English journalists were saying a few weeks ago as well. So on that basis, I think it helps to have a left-hander, more left-handers in some of these grounds in West Indies because looking at the direction of the wind, I think it's better to have a southpaw.
This
This
should be a piece by Bharat.
why is Rev Sports only commenting on Rev Sports Live? What is
Who is this champion who is doing this from the back end? Who is this person who deserves the gold medal?
I know this is again my answer. This is Mr. Rohan Chaudhary or
Ah, okay.
Swapnil. Has to be either of these two jokers.
Okay, all right. More questions we'll take, huh? Siddharth Sharma is still doesn't believe that Dubey should be playing in the playing 11. He's saying Dubey doesn't deserve to be in the playing 11, in my honest opinion. But I don't see any changes. Neither do we. But
God, thankfully you read the question. I'm reading IMHO. I'm like, what is IMHO?
these
Right,
are all
I'm pretty
Gen Z
Gen
abbreviations.
lingo. I know.
Yeah.
But Boria, do you think that Dubey doesn't deserve to be in the playing 11 even after
Look,
today's knock?
after today, there is no question anymore. He will be there. I mean, he's done what he was asked to do, and he gives you that extra bowling option in case somebody has a bad day. So this is no longer a question that I think. Yes, I was also not convinced, but that's not the point anymore. After this innings of today's, there's no question of dropping him.
Absolutely. And going forward into, final question to everyone going forward into the Super 8s versus Australia. What's this? Siddharth Sharma? Don't talk about cult. Remember, Jonestown isn't going. What's
Guyana.
this about?
Arey,
What is
yaar,
this?
don't worry about Mama. Mama is in a different zone. Don't worry about cults in Mom. When you're talking Mama, there are three categories of human beings in the world: men, women, Mama. So don't worry.
Okay, all right. All right. What does it say? I'm not sure.
মামা কি দামামা বাজালো আর দোদমা ফাটালো একটু আপডেট দেবে বড়িয়াদা
ভাই এখন তো মাঠে আছে, আগে ঈশানকে পাঠাচ্ছি, দাঁড়া ওর কাছে কি করছে গিয়ে। বাংলাদেশের সাংবাদিকগুলো ওকে গার্ড অফ অনার দিচ্ছে এটুকু জানি, সাষ্টাঙ্গে প্রণাম করেছে কিনা জানি না, সেটা খবর পেয়ে কালকে তোমাকে জানাবো।
So it basically means I'll say it in English for the rest of the team members. So it says
Thanks.
damama is a musical instrument, and the other one is a firecracker. So basically, cracker. So basically, he's asking, is Mama,
Got
playing
it.
some musical instrument, or has, Ishan, this is something that please make a video for our fans, for our viewers. Sorry, so that they get to know what has Mama done after the victory. But somehow, Boryada, I have a feeling he must have taken a victory lap around the press box. Like, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so. That must have been his attitude. I feel so.
Ishan,
Absolutely.
does he
And
get, is he signing autographs and taking selfies at airports?
Yes, I have heard he is. In fact, I'm told that people are running to him and asking for autographs and photographs now. He
Ishan,
should
wow.
have
just
you
wait
seen
till
him?
he comes back.
Have you seen him taking selfies and giving autographs?
Oh,
Yes.
so I've become complete. Don't don't hang around here.
We caught some of that. Some
I think what
words.
Ishan is trying to say is Ishan has now become a very common man for Mama.
Yeah.
Mama doesn't hang around much with Ishan, because you don't
Ah,
want to be with common people, right? The man people.
on that note, Ishan, you're breaking up actually. That's why we can't hear you properly.
Yeah, Ishan, you're becoming a robot. I don't know about breaking up or not, but you're becoming a robot for sure.
But
Yeah.
but okay. On that note, I think we should end the show. We have a lot of visuals to show you guys, everyone who's joining us. What do the fans in Antigua think of this wonderful match, that wonderful one-sided match that we just saw between India and Bangladesh? So, Rohan, please play the visuals. Till then, stay tuned to Rev Sports and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Rev Sports. Good night.
Rev Sports Global. Rev Sports
And
Global.
Twitter, Rev Sports Global.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, they've been like crushing it over the past, 3 or 4 days. This is the fourth game that we are watching, and the whole match being in the West Indies adds to the whole environment as well, and it's really fun. Yeah, totally. The guy was on fire, and plus even the bowling was great. Like 6 wickets down already. So it's been really fun.
No, I think he played like Yuvraj Singh today. He hit a couple of sixes. Um, I think he should stay. And obviously, Hardik Pandya had the best game. So.
How did you enjoy the game?
Very much, very much.
Do you
Because
think this team can lift the World Cup?
I think it's going on the right way. So it should be getting the World Cup back to India now.
And how did you like Hardik Pandya's performance and comeback?
Hardik Pandya is very good. He did the good. He picked up all the runs, and he did 50, which was very good. Yes.
And moving ahead, do you think Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma will be very important for this side?
Well, Virat Kohli he did a bit better this one as well, and Rohit Sharma did better as well. But I think the next game they're going to do a bit more better, and India will win that.
I think they can. It's been a while since they won games in the semis and the finals. But hopefully, they can go that extra step this time.
What did you like about the game today?
The entire team played with intent. Even though there were scores like 30s and 40s and 50s, everyone did their job and they got out showing intent. So I think that's important in the World Cup.
I was very happy that Hardik Pandya is back to form.
After all that Mumbai, the controversy
It is absolutely.
So I was actually pleasantly. I was happy for the crowd to cheer Hardik after all the bad cheers that happened in Mumbai last time. So he coming back and he's wearing a different jersey now. He's no longer the captain. I think people really like that.
guys, obviously another win for the Indian team. Do you think this team can lift the World Cup?
Easily. We got our all around bowlers. We got Hardik Pandya hitting half centuries. We got
back in form.
yeah, Virat's back in form too. We got good things on our side. Hardik Pandya, of course, he took a wicket. I think he got half a century. Killing it. Everything he needed. I mean, he put up a valiant effort today. Coming into today's match, I thought he should be, but then how he played today, he did what he needed to do to keep his position. But I mean, if we saw some Yashasvi action, some Jaiswal, that might be the exciting batting we need.
So, awesome victory for the Indians once again. The team is going from strength to strength. Do you think they can lift the World Cup?
Definitely.
Yeah,
We think we'll win all the way.
And who do you think was the star performer in the match today?
Hardik always. Hardik, his 50, he played paces out completely, and then his bowling too. He
Good
started
comeback
off with
as well, right? Hardik after all the
Yeah. I think he had to prove, and I think he's starting to prove. Today was one of those games he did prove. So
Can't discount the opening that was given by both the openers plus Kuldeep's performance as far as the ball was concerned.
And I think
But then overall the team performed very well.
I think Bumrah would be the man of the series.
You look at the scorecard, nobody did underperform. Everyone did their own.
guys. So, good win for the Indian team. What did you like about the whole performance?
I think it was a complete performance. Everybody batted. There was only one batter who scored just 50, and everybody contributed. So the Indian middle order is really, really doing well, which is very different than our previous World Cups where our top order used to do well. So very, very happy. Yeah, absolutely. Hardik Pandya's come back.
Yeah. He's at the very low, after IPL, what happened to him and all the comments and all. The low se aadmi badhta hi hai, this can't go lower now. And he's playing very, very well. In terms of batting, पिछले 2 मैच 3 मैचों में सही खेला.
Yeah, absolutely.
पता नहीं.
This is our total.
Guys, great win for the team again. What were some of the positives that you saw?
I think this is a whole team performance today. First 5 out of first 6, 5 batsmen had over 25. So that's a great start. Bowling wise also, it was a great performance overall.
And what about the comeback of Hardik Pandya? So much was spoken that IPL period.
Yeah, I think there was just a lot of fans noise, but this is great. I'm glad that he was able to put that behind and match winner today for sure.
And Jasprit Bumrah,
He's always last 2 matches, he's kept. Well, today he went over 10 runs, but he doesn't even give 10 runs and takes wickets periodically. So he's just amazing ball.